Welcome to Lost in Circus. Short, sweet videoettes of circus performers. They've all been asked the same 3 questions. How did you get lost in circus? What's the crack with you now? And what's your next big adventure?
My name is Cormac I'm from Cork. Originally known Cormac from Cork. What do? I might consider myself a bit of a polymath in circus because I can usually do a little bit of all the different disciplines. But over the last few years, acrobatic comedy dance is what I mainly do. My first love in circus is juggling, so I always go back to juggling. Grew up in Cork. The only time I've lived outside of Cork is when I did the Belfast Circus School in 1999-2000 for about 9 months. Lords of Strut started in 2009. Myself and Cian had worked together a tiny bit to see what it was like, and we made the street show Lords of Strut in 2009, and we've been working together ever since. We're clowns essentially, but let's say the amazing skill that we have is the acrobatics we do, and we are getting better at our dance, but really it's all about the comedy. We started as a street show, but now we're making lots of indoor theatre shows. I dropped out of school when I was 16, 4th year, but before that I had taught myself to juggle. Like just one day bored when I was 13, just like, really bored. And I thought nothing of it, and then my brother Paul, who stuck the scissors in my eye, recently got my mum to read her diaries from when I got scissors in my eye. And so I was 3.5, and she's like, yeah, I got her diary from when the incident happened. The scissors were like, penetrate, as she wrote in her diary, the scissors penetrated deep inside Cormac's left eye. It was my older brother Paul. He had robbed my chestnut, and I was chasing him to get it back, and he turned around and karate kicked, and my hand would have went right into my eye. He came back from summer camp going, oh, I can juggle, look, I learned how to juggle. And I was like, yeah, I can do that, you know? And yeah, he went, I've got a trick. So there was this kind of brotherly rivalry going on for a couple of years with juggling, got kind of good, dropped out of school, did a bit, got in trouble. Like, that's what I did, but then I got a bit more into juggling. Like I could juggle 5 balls, ride a unicycle, pass with Paul. I think we were touching on 7. And then this course in Belfast came up. I was 19, dropped out of school. I was like, oh, I can do this for a year. Yeah, great, I'll do that. And just loved it. And ever since it's been like, I was 19 and some older lads were like, you want to go back to your city and get paid doing circus? It's like, yeah. And kind of never looked back. I have a career in circus after 20 years. So I'm lost because that's just all it's my only avenue of opportunity, but there's opportunity in it. So in one sense, the branch of going onto anything else is long gone. So, in one sense, I had my daughter in 2003, Samhain, and that as well. That was when I was 23. It made me go, oh, I have to start making this as a career, and that's when I started rolling up my socks, let's say, and getting a bit more serious about it. There's been a number of times over my career where you go, this is the big break, and you go, oh God, and you hold it, and you go, oh, it's just like life, it just goes up and down, that's kind of it. So at the moment, Lords of Strut are making a show, and last year we met a guy in New York who wants to make a show with us, a sitcom with us, and we're currently making a live show to prequel that sitcom and film it as a live special, and it's being presented by National Lampoons. I mean, even the fact that that's all kind of happened is pretty exciting. Like, we flew over to New York last week to write with him for a couple of days. So you go, oh, it's very exciting. This is the next big adventure. But the thing is, I'm on the adventure right now. Like, I went to New York. So you go, the opportunity, like we got this phone call out of the blue in January to go, do you want to do the Irish Arts Centre in LA? It's like, yes, please. Yeah, we're going over to LA in July for 10 days to do the Irish Arts Centre. We are being sent out there to represent Irish culture. Lords of Strut in their spandex and they're like, Frank the Shit Eater. It's like, that's exciting.
Did you get it?
Yeah. Did you get it?
I got it, yeah.
Good.
You know, I remember meeting you back in '97 at like the first juggling convention in Trinity, or was it something in Dublin? Some tiny, it was the first time I'd seen a trapeze, and it was in some sort of tiny, like really rough art space. But then to be like, my brother run a convention in Connemara in Letterfrack. Did you ever go to that? No? And then Con started his one in Tralee after going to my brother's one in Connemara. And then to be at the first one in Tralee, there was a few of us, to seeing it growing over and over the years. And when circus became recognised as an art form in Ireland, 2006, it's like, I was doing circus before that. And then see the funding come in, and supporting it, and have spaces. Now, there was no spaces to train beforehand. And it's like, we have, in Ireland, we have a rich history of circus, but it's disconnected with the current circus at the moment. And there's no support networks for young artists. We see artists just going abroad. Do they come back? Can people make a living here in Ireland? Because if they can, then we'll have a possibility of a rich culture. Does that answer your question?
That answered a question.
But at the same time, it's hard because you have to deal with city councils, or you have to deal with bureaucracy and all of those things, which doesn't make it easy for an artist to make work. And then I also have a big question. It's not just about the bureaucracy of the arts councils or the city councils. I have a big question to us as a society going, if you want to see interesting things or have a culture, do you contribute yourself by buying a ticket or attending the show? Because you know what it's like touring in Ireland. You're touring around these venues with money from the Arts Council, but at the same time there's very little people there. So what's that justification of it? Stuff with Lords of Strut is very exciting. Stuff with Circus Factory is very exciting. Personal life is very exciting. And you know, you just hope that you don't fall over and break your leg.
Oh, that's what clowns do.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Get back up again.
You know, I think I might be just doing the pure Irish thing there of everything's going great, but I better cut myself down just in case I fail. But that's very existential.